Good evening, everyone. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I'd like to invite the speaker, Dr. Anurag Saxena, who will talk about fruit-based value addition and livelihood opportunities in Ladakh. I now request the speaker to begin. Thank you.
Should I?
Yes, sir, you can start.
Thank you for inviting me for this important topic from the northern part of our country, that is Ladakh, where the
Sir, your voice is echoing. Is it possible for
echoing.
you to use? Yeah, is it possible for you to use headphones?
Oh, I am just using my computer uh, mic. Still, my sound is echoing.
Yes. Yeah,
Now it is clear or not?
like now it is clear, but earlier it was echoing. So you can, let's see, you continue, we'll see.
Okay. Just I was telling you, thank you for you inviting me for this talk. Today I am covering my talk on the food-based value additions and livelihood opportunity in Ladakh. It is the northernmost part of our country, and now it is progressing. In the last 25 years, it has made a significant progress. And this is just after becoming the UT of Ladakh, that is progressing more. See, Ladakh has a very unique type of food growing region because it has a cool, arid climate where the soil radiation very high, pest incidence very less, and the big fruit production area is there because only the fruits which are not possible to grow in uh, main part of the country, it is growing there. That is Chibathon, like so. It is the uniqueness of our weather conditions prevailing at the Ladakh and the other part because this area is a low biomass production area. Frequent crop failures due to lack of water, due to temperature variability, like that is more, and animal husbandry and the perennial vegetation. That is only two trees mainly grown there. That is salix and the poplar. And one is Seabathon, that is the perennial system. They are growing. And this is just due to low and erratic rainfall. Only 50 mm rainfall is there. And precipitation is mainly due to snow. And temperature is very less, minus 30 degrees and 38 during winters. And wind velocity is very high. Soil is gravelly and sandy. And fertility is poor. Depth of soil is very shallow. Growing season is short. And another management aspect is the availability of inputs. It is poor due to road blockage during the last more than 6 to 8 months in the year. Topography is mainly barren, and water and wind erosion is frequent. With this, the climate is hostile and fragile. Any high rainfall time or any more snowfall leads to some avalanches or the fertilizer situations. Natural resources are underexplored, short supply of food and fodder, and limited availability of fresh vegetables and poor marketing facilities. It is just now increasing due to the tourism, but otherwise it is very less. But see, the condition of Ladakh, the geographical area is 45,000 square kilometers. Altitude is 3,000 to 6,000 meters. 16 blocks, 113 villages, and population is scarce. Only 1.33 lakh. Literacy rate is very high. Forest area 29 kilometers only. That is populated by willow, popular and sea buckthorn. Crop area is only 10,000 hectare area. Where there wheat, barley, pulses, vegetables, oilseeds, crops area and the horticulture. They are grown as a backyard horticulture tree orchards. Moreover, with these conditions, the change in climate, it is again creating some problems in that area. That is water availability. The glaciers, what we are having more snow-laden peaks, they are melting fast. Snowfall is less nowadays. Cropping pattern is changing in the desert. Annual precipitation is deficit. And more than 90% of farmers, they are dependent on snow melt water. Because no other source of irrigation is there. And glaciers, they are reduced only by the 20%. And some of them are at the verge of extinction. The main reason of this system is the rainfall and the snowfall pattern has been changed. Because earlier we used to have more snowfall in the month of November, December, and January. But nowadays it is snowfall is more occurring in the month of February and March. That is creating problem because it reduces the temperature and snow melt water that is available at a later stage. I mean to say, whatever water earlier was available during the month of April, but now it is available in the May and or June. That's why the cropping season has been changed, cropping pattern change, cropping season change. But the thing is, the harvesting period remains the same, that is September or early October. Then certain type of hazardous weather conditions are prevailing, the heavy spring rains or heat waves, and the more than dry periods. These are, I have listed some major fruits of the Ladakh. That is apricot, you all might be knowing, sea buckthorn, the apple, it is coming just due to the climate change, then walnut, cherries, and the grapes. And more of the area is very confined. For grapes, it is tuk-tuk and the Orange valleys, cherry, tuk-tuk, and the lay, walnut at a lower side, apple at a lower ridges, and sea buckthorn and apricot. It is grown everywhere in the and major fruit belts are Leh, Kargil, Sham Valley, Nubra Valley, and the Dilskar. Now, first, I will cover the apricot, which is the pride of Ladakh. It is the largest food crop, vitamin rich, high in nutrients, livelihood value. It has very much livelihood value because these apricots have contains phenolic compounds and the flavonoids and carotenoids. These compounds acts as a powerful antioxidants. Whereas in case of the lycopene and the beta carotene, they give the color. Now, apricot is the golden one. In pectins, they act as a food for the bacteria in the gut, and we call it as a prebiotic. In cellulose, which the food provides, it helps in smooth digestive system of ours. And these are some statistics of the value that food gives. 100-gram food gives 48 calories of kilocalorie of energy, 2.2 grams of dietary fibers, approximately 96 micrograms of vitamin A, 260 milligrams of potassium, vitamin C present in the food and concentrated in the dried one, the iron. I have listed why it matters because it is timeless and I cannot explain all the things in this lecture. Then the utilization of apricot is a major cheese of fresh fruits, dried apricots, kernel oils, jams, slashes, nectar, wine, and the confectionery cosmetic products where we are developing this. This is simple one example of apricot on which like that. Total area roughly we can say 2,300 hectares, which gives production of almost 5,500 tons. And we are consuming 50% of the produce as a fresh, rest is a dry. Then if we go for a post-harvest processing and valuation, then we can have apricot oil, which can be sold at 800 to 1,200 per kg. And blending of fermented beverages that can be sold more than 1,000 rupees per short kg. This is one scheme which we have developed here in India, the wine, apricot wine, with the use of whey. Because whatever we want, glucose, fructose in the fruit, that is converted to alcohol. And when we add whey as a dilute instead of water, it also contains some lactose that is also fermented and gives alcohol. Therefore, ultimately, we are getting more alcohol yield as compared to natural notes. Here we can have 13.5 to 14% of alcohol in the wine, whereas in case of if we go for a water, then we are having only 10 to 11% of alcohol wines. This is the bottle which we have made for this apricot wine, and it is a logo, and this is the color of pulp. It is only a fermented pulp. It is not a distilled one or like that. Simple fermented pulp and having good taste, color. That is all the agronom formula test has shown that very good. And this is one schematic diagram through which we can make a wine process very easily. This milk, then paneer, that is whey. The waste product is whey. Here, this apricot procurement like that we can go for lactose breakdown in the through glands, then bentonite filtering, bottling and pasteurization, and aging. Whey is a product which is waste for us, but now we are going for a from waste to wealth. Whatever waste of milk product is there, we are using another in the wine. These are some products developed from the apricots. I have listed that the canned apricots are available, dried apricots, pulp concentrates, pulp powders, juice powders, preserves, nectars, jam, jellies, baby foods, vinegar, fruit bars, sauce, chutney, and pickle from the fruit itself. And from the seed or the kernel based, it is fermented kefir, cream, kernel fat, kernel oil, tea oil press cakes, functional milk puddings, wheat apricot kernel breads, kernel cupcakes, noodles, yogurts, plant-based milk and milk powders, protein isolates. And some of them are the non-food value additions are there. Apricot kernel oil moisturizer cream, very popular in cosmetic industry. Skin scrubs and apricot stone shell microstyle cellulose. And one more we have developed from this kernel waste, kernel proteins, the biodegradable packing film. That film degrades in 20 days when we put in the soil. Means we are reducing the plastic pollution in our environment through that. Now it is a term, again, another crop that is sea buckthorn. It is very rich in vitamin C and has a medicinal properties. The pregnant ladies normally takes the sour substitute, then instead of that, they take this berries because they are very sour in taste. We are developing juices, herbal teas, nutraceuticals, cosmetics, health supplements, pharmaceuticals, and children or adults both are consuming it, dry berries in the rural people in the rural Himalayas, juices from the fruits. This reduces the poisoning effect of some plants raised by the livestock and cattle in Ladakh, and the cheaper leaves that are more good as fodder for the livestock. And fruit berries, they are used as a veterinary medicines. Because during the whole of year, only 3 to 4 months we are getting green fodder there. Therefore, we store it and fed to the animals in the winters. Then essential oils are extracted from the berry seeds for treating burns, gastric, skin problems. And agriculture point of view, control the soil erosion, highly erodible area due to high wind velocity and the floods. And the roots of this plant fixes nitrogen, and it improves the soil fertility and the microbial diversity. And the leaves and the berries there, Himalayan people are taking as a tea. This is some phytochemical properties of this fruit of sea. It contains 2.3% ash, total soluble sugars in bricks 10.1, pH 2.8, highly acidic, sugars 0.01, tetrablazinate, ascorbic acid 782 milligram per 100 gram. So it is beneficial for skin health and weight management. Here I have given the significance of this product. Why I have put here. Antioxidant activity is very high. Hydrogen peroxide and nitric oxide, carotenes, phenols, oils. These all are having some benefits as a medicinal point of view. Then we come to the products from the sea buckthorn. The first is the nectar. It is a ready-to-drink beverage. It is prepared from the sea buckthorn berries. The normally ingredients are sea buckthorn juice 200 ml, sugar 350 grams, and water 800 ml, and class 2 preservative 1 gram. I have put here the procedure how to prepare the sea buckthorn nectar. And sugar syrup of 35-degree bricks and the class 2 preservative. Rest is simply mixing and cooling, slicing, and storing it. Simply it is like this. Straining of pulp after making the pulp from the berries, mixing of sugar syrup with the pulp, filling in the bottles and packaging like that. Then another procedure in the flow chart, pulp extraction, straining, preparation, 35-degree, addition of preservative, mixing juice and syrup, carotene colors, sliced PET bottles, capping and packaging, storing at 2 to 4 degrees centigrade. It is the sea buckthorn nectar. And the features of the sea buckthorn nectar is rich source of vitamin C and antioxidant. Pleasant, sweet and acidic flair, ready to serve beverage. Commercial value of sea buckthorn berries provides a venue for entrepreneurship and income generation in Himalaya. And it retains the nutritional and functional properties of sea buckthorn fruits. It is the nectar properties what we are developed, what we have tested. Energy values it per 100 gram, 95 kilocalories, 0.03 gram protein and 100 grams like that. 23.6 carbohydrate, fat 0.08 like that. Minerals, rich in minerals, vitamins, very much rich. and fatty acids, omega-7, all are all properties are very good in our nectars. Now it's in the time of concentrates. Because it is very easy to transport this concentrate from the berries because of seasonal availability of the plant, because of agriculture nature. We are preparing the concentrates that can be used throughout the year and Sivakran consumed around the year, pure form of berry juices. And we are removing only the water removed and drying through freezing method. And when we you can consume it, concentrate mixed with water and with the milk. Here it is, I have procedure for preparation of concentrate, how we can go for making preparing the concentrate, like the extraction of concentrates, straining, then filling in the bottles and capping. Procedure is same. Then it is the constituents like that, energy values, protein, carbohydrates, protein fats, vitamins, and fatty acids. The properties remain the same as the food is having. This we are not disturbing the processing properties during the processing part. Another aspect is the capsules. Different capsules are available for this, rich in omega-7 fatty acids, beta carotenes, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Because these are rich source of antioxidants, it helps our body to fight off damaging free radicals. And it supports the cardiovascular health, immunity, and metabolism. Body converts beta carotene into vitamin A, beneficial for healthy skin, eyes, and C helps in protecting our eyes. Because ultraviolet radiation is very high in Ladakh. Therefore, this naturally we can manage our health through these type of foods available in the Ladakh. Then again, another product is Sevathon tea. The berries tea prepared by drying the Sevathon berries. Collect the berries, dry in the sun for 10 to 15 days or in dehydrated at 56, 55 to 57 degrees for 12 hours. And drying is done up to 4.5% moisture content. And we store the dried berries, airtight containers for pouches. Then again the cosmetics, the face gels. It is mainly used for the skin care. It keeps our skin clean, revive, nourishing and protecting our skins. Repairing the damaged skin and moisturize the dry zones. Because humidity is very less in that area. Every time skin is dry. And consequences of dryness in the hair, we are facing here. And acne scars can be removed from this face gels. This face gel is developed by the Institute of Natural and Modern Cosmetic, Faridabad. And it is having Sevathon face gels. Main ingredient of this is only Sevathon juice, and it contains only 10% of juice with fragrance. And the different face gel in different packages are available. And the scope of market. It is the potential crop but underutilized. Widely cultivated in 20 odd countries, China and Russia are the largest producers. It is a multi-purpose crop. It can serve as a food for food and a measure of biodiversity and soil conservation. Different parts or almost all parts can be used economically. The bark, fruit and seeds, they have applications in cosmetics, functional foods, pharmaceuticals. different omega acids, fatty acids it is containing, and it is giving the high nutrition and bioactive components. And not surprising, these traits increase the commercial value of this seawater. Then it comes with the cosmetics, cosmo, nutraceutical, and toiletries industries. The oil is used mainly for the skin problems. And it is very effective in the UV radiations, properties in the exert anti-aging, skin regenerate, and the rejuvenating effects. It also reduces the wrinkles and skin dryness, and also effective against dermatological diseases, curing burns and healing wounds. Then in food industry, can be eaten as a raw, but it cannot be taken much in a higher quantity. Therefore, we go for the processed one, jam, jelly, juices, syrups, and many other products. Beverages, food pulp can be used as a coloring agent, and the seeds for oil extraction and widely used in food, cosmetic medicines. Leaves have high antioxidant properties and exclusively used in the herbal teas, in herbal drugs or health industry. The Amchi medicine, Amchi system of treatment, it is locally from the Ladakh or Tibet, where the leaves and flowers are used for treating arthritis, gastrointestinal ulcers, gouts, and skin rashes. Berry is used for infections, and it also improves eyesight from the aging process. Good supplement of C, vitamin C, A, and B, like that. Then it is the market available products. Seawathon brush, jam, oil, soft gel, powder, shampoos, face creams, body lotions, anti-aging lotions. 15 ml only costing around 3,500 rupees. Like that. See the cost of the price product. It is highly profitable business, like say this. And these are some key manufacturers and of the C electron byproducts. In medicine part, Indian manufacturers are, I have kept here, the Vinci food products, Ratan Organics, like that. Foreign manufacturers are here. They are making the silicone oil for skin, hair, soft gel, leaves, cosmetics. These different agencies I have listed here for food, juice, jam, tea, rush, powder, nectars, concentrates. These are companies which are making the products available in our country. In nutshell, or uh, one slide I can say this, from fruits, we can go for juices, special concentrates, nectar and sports drinks, preserves, jam, jellies, animal feed from the feed, residue of the fruits. And from the seed, oil and cosmetic products, from leaves, medicines, powder and herbal tea, and bark and medicine. These are a field view of silicon berries to then the product oil, pulp, and the splashes. Then comes the apple. The apple is not a prominent crop in Ladakh because of climate change. The apple is coming up with the apple, cherries, walnut, they are coming now. Just due to rise in temperature, and it is adapting to Ladakh climate at a lower ridges. At higher altitude, they are now. It is contributing significantly to the farmers' income, emerging as a promising horticulture crop in future. Because the climate change is there, rising temperature always helps in the diversifying the agriculture. is primarily grown in both the districts of Ladakh, Leh and Kargil. It is beneficial that the long sunshine hours are available with the low humidity, due to which less incidence of pests. Wide daily temperature range is wide, which improves the quality. Food. Attractive color, sweetness, warmness, everything is there. Traditional orchards mainly considered local seedling trees that are of green color, and like it is just not like the Kashmiri apples. Kashmiri apples are red, but the Ladakhi apples are green. And improved cultivars should be introduced from the government side. And so cold winters, they provide the long chilling, adequate chilling hours, favorable conditions for flowering in the fruit setting, low pest and diseases, high soil radiation, enhances food quality. The flowering is taking place in Ladakh, or apple it is in April, May. Food development is June to August, and harvesting time September to October. Short but productive growing season for apple. The nutrition value is similar like thorn and the apricot, good source of vitamin C, dietary fiber, potassium, essential minerals, rich in oxidants, polyphenols, natural sugars, and organic acids. It is also having good health benefits like digestive system improvement, cardiovascular health improves, immune function strengthening, antioxidant production, and promotes overall well-being. Then economic values or importance. In Ladakh, most of the farmers are having 1 to 10 trees, that too in the vicinity of their houses. Other, we can say it is a backyard fertilizer, or backyard orchard. These trees are providing additional income, additional employment in orchard management, supports harvesting, grading, and marketing. It's traditional cereal-based farming system that is being diversified to horticulture trees and enhancing the livelihood opportunity for areas. Market potential wise, demand is every time for apples, fresh fruits. Tourism creates local market opportunity always, and organic food production gives better results or better revenue, and ISCO funding can premium markets. Then value addition in the apple, just like other two fruits, fresh edible apples, juices, feeder, scratch, jam, jelly, chutney, apple slices, candy, vinegar, wine. These all are happening there. Then the challenges, as I said, growing season is less or short, water scarcity, because most of the time the farmers are dependent on the glacier bed conditions. The spring frost damage is there, limited availability of quality planting materials, storage facilities poor, cold chain facilities less, weak marketing connectivity due to closure of roads, climate variability, and extreme weather events. Then comes cherry, just like apple. It is newly introduced or newly coming crop in Ladakh due to change in climate. And it is again giving some revenue, but it is at a very less area. Temperate weather, cold conditions, excellent color, sweetness, firmness is there. An important component of Ladakh, I can say, may become in the future. Cherry growing areas are probably Kargil districts, sweet and sour, both cherries, they are grown. Advantage is the similar to apple. And the cycle is winter months, dormancy period is winter months. April to May is flowering, fruit development May to July, and harvesting June to August. This is a crop cycle because nothing is produced during the winters. They remain very harsh And only 4 months, that is the tourist season, we can earn more money with these type of products. Then evaluated and utilized in the cherry juices, squashes, jams, galley syrup, cherries, dried cherries, candies, wine, preserves, cherry-based desserts. Everywhere the demand is there, but the supply is less. Again, challenges are same as in case of apple. Then comes the grapes. Grape is grown in age old, I can say like that, because the Aryan Valley grape are grown in Aryan Valley and the Turtuk Valley. The Turtuk Valley is slightly warm and the Aryan Valley is slightly less from the lake target. And they are in the shelter valley and with the irrigation facilities, assured irrigation facilities. Then cycle is simple bud bursting and vegetative growth during spring. Flowering takes place in the late spring. Fruit develop during the summer months in harvesting. So late summer to early autumn. Say it is in Ladakh. Everything is same. Nowadays, several government schemes are supporting to go for the processing industry as in other areas like Pradhan Mantri Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprises Scheme. It is, in short, it is called PMFME. Then the Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, MIDH, Startup India, Prime Minister Employment Generation Programs. Award is giving enough support to the farmers and in the last Ladakh potential demand. They all are working in Ladakh to improve the small scale industries so that the livelihood of the farmers can be more. Just we can develop some souvenir products for Ladakh. Just like in Sikkim, sample bottles, they are giving up 30 ml, 60 ml. Every tourist carries with them when they return their home. It is just like that. If we are able to tap that type of potential in Ladakh, the farmers can be very well placed in the system. Now, in the last, I can say like this, through the foods, we can drive to nutrition security, livelihood security, women empowerment, because most of the agriculture work is done by the women. Rural entrepreneurship will enhance and ultimately lead to sustainable development. Thank you. This much I want to share for today.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for a detailed presentation. Now we'll take up some questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So which fruits grown in Ladakh have the highest potential for value addition and income generation?
I have said two crops, apricot and sea buckthorn. Because apricot, the whole crop is vanishing in 10 days, 6 to 10 days. The fruit is falling in the soil, and we are not having enough demand to cattle. Or we can use the same produce for within 10 days. That's why we have to go for processing industry. Different type of products we can develop or available in the market, and some through some innovations we can also give more economic value to them. Just like we have tried for apricot wine, we are having a good experience about this. That's why the farmers are very happy about this application. And one more thing, the barley, the crop, the local chung, local alcoholic beverage. They are developing and they are consuming at their home. If that can be make marketable or some GI tagging, through this we can popularize that chang also in our country.
Okay. And next question. Okay. Next question is, what are the most profitable value-added products that can be developed from Ladakh's fruits?
Most profitable, I can say, wine is such a product that everybody will purchase. And some what you can say jam jelly, it is a lower values products. But we have to make on in a voluminous scale, then we can have more profits. And Seabuckthorn, everything, because harvesting of Seabuckthorn is very problematic. There's too much spines on the plant and picking the berries is a very difficult task. And labor takes almost 700 rupees, 1000 rupees for plucking them. And if some harvesters are available, berry harvesters, then this can be a easier job. Otherwise, it is very hell of a job to harvest and getting the berries. So it is widely cultivated and widely grown and cultivated also. Cheap. Product, we cannot say that this product, it is the consumer choice and the developer or the factory person. Which product will go best in our market? It depends.
Okay. And how can food processing help reduce post-harvest losses in remote regions like Ladakh?
Post-harvest losses.
Yes.
Yes, because these crops are very perishable. And the fruits, they are spoiled, they get spoiled in 2 to 3 days. So the longest window, I can say 7 days to 10 days maximum. Anyhow, we have to go for some processing because without processing, we cannot consume raw. Because consuming raw is almost very, क्या कहते हैं, तो simply we can say, not clinical health issue. Always there, if we consume more apricots, if we are consuming more than 6 or 7, our loose motion starts because our gut health is stuck with this type of the more consumption of this. That's why we cannot consume more as a raw. And ultimately, we have to go for the processing. Without processing, we cannot survive.
Okay. And what low-cost processing technologies are suitable for small farmers and rural entrepreneurs?
Which technology?
What low-cost processing technologies are suitable for small farmers and rural entrepreneurs?
Small scale, all are small scale technologies there because we are not getting the produce in a bulk. We have to, we can have to brought from the far distant places for making a factory or like a small scale industry because getting the input or the raw material, that is a challenge because the terrain is hilly terrain and perishability is there. The cold chain temperature is low, but the cold chain transport is required. And the last, I can say that even if we are having the small scale industry in there, and how to establish every raw material, not raw material, every chemical and supply is taken from the downside, downhill. I mean to say from the Srinagar or from Delhi, like that. And if we want to have some enzyme for processing, that is to be taken from the Delhi or Chandigarh or like Srinagar. That are not available in Ladakh. So this type of supply of these inputs or that is that can be assured in that should be assured in Ladakh. But in my opinion, in next 1 or 2 years, when the Jojila tunnel will be operative, this type of problem will be very less. That or rather, this problem can be solved very easily. But travel time will be reduced and all weather road will be covered.
Okay. And how can women and youth benefit from food-based enterprises and livelihood opportunities?
Pardon?
How can women and youth benefit from food-based enterprises and livelihood opportunities?
See, if you all are well versed of the condition of Ladakh, because every family is having farm and they are making the farmhouses, and every farmhouse is having guest house where tourists are residing. Then when they are developing their products, they can place to the tourists, local market, they can sell. It is one way. And by this processing, they can earn livelihood also because ultimately they are selling as a raw or dry. Simply one step value addition, it increases the price of the price as well as the shelf life of the product. Because most of these products are agriculture based and these are always what we call season based. Because all the factories or the agriculture based industries, they are not running throughout the year. They are running only 3 to 4 years, 3 to 4 months in a year when the raw material is available. And they switch over to another venture in the same premises to run the factory for a year long. In that case, we can preserve the raw material for a longer time and it will be easier to bear just because of temperature is very low. So no need of fridge or refrigerators for preserving them there.
Okay. And what are the key challenges in storage, transportation, and marketing of processed food products from Ladakh?
Market road challenges, transport challenges are not too much, but the 8 month road closure period, that is challenging. But to the government, due to government efforts, these type of road closure are very less nowadays. Earlier, we used to have 8 months closure, but now with the two tunnels, the Jojila tunnel that will become operative in next 1 or 2 years, and the another Atal tunnel in Rohtang, that is giving ease for road transportation and transporting the raw material and the supplies and the processed products from Ladakh to Delhi or Chandigarh. And moreover, this air cargo, that is always there. But it is costly, but even though it will be economical when we are selling our product in name of organic funds, organic produce of Ladakh, because Ladakh is an organic state. No chemical fertilizer, no chemical are used in Ladakh agriculture.
Okay. And how can FPOs and cooperatives support collective processing and branding of Ladakh's fruit products?
We have to make some souvenir products. Just I can say like that, some catchy word, catchy name for the product. And we have to sell in mm, through marketing. So first we have to give the free or free of cost to the tourists to develop a taste and to make them aware. Because most of the tourists, they are going there, they always search for a souvenir product from a remote area. Every time, every person is searching for that. In that case, we can have some souvenir products like what I was thinking earlier was that everybody, when we land at the Leh airport, after 15 minutes or half an hour, we feel headache due to hyperoxygen condition. Not hyper. Due to lack of oxygen, we are facing the problem of headache. And the yak milk that have anti-hypoxial properties. If we are able to develop that milk as a uh, shot of 10 ml or 5 ml shot, which we can provide to every tourist which are landing at the lake just after landing, and we can brand it like that. Instead of taking some medicine for removing of fatigue, that can naturally can be think of.
Okay. And what are the domestic and export market opportunities for Ladakh-based value-added fruit products?
See, nowadays the Ladakh government is exporting their apricot, the almond variety. It is sweetest, and they are exporting to the Arab countries. Because earlier it was not possible because the Kashmir person, they are not allowing their Ladakh apricot to come out from Ladakh to Kashmir or our other areas of our country. But now, after becoming the UT, they are exporting the apricots raw to uh, Gulf countries, and they are earning more because that variety is very sweet, very good quality, and other things like this raw material, raw apricots or raw seawathon, we can send it to that products can be exported also. That marketing, I am not a marketing person. I can develop the product, but how to go for marketing strategy, it is in the MBS. They will make a good strategy for export.
Okay. So now we have the last question. What policy support, training, or infrastructure is needed to scale up fruit-based livelihood opportunities in Ladakh?
Mm, Since the farmers or the resident of Ladakh, they are highly literate. Anything, whatever we are giving to them, they are very responsive. They are taking our advice very well and implementing it. So therefore, the government is very much interested in giving the training in different aspects, like big dairies, big agriculture, or small scale industry development. So the training on these aspects, how to go for installing a factory or a small scale industry, how we can get the clearances from the government departments for establishing the company, because several type of clearances are required from the different government departments, from what we call uh, pollution control boards to fire forest, like that. This type of training they are requiring, because they are not aware of this type of system or procedures. If we or you or any other agency can do this type of work, that will be wonderful for them. Because mostly males are doing the tourism work for driving taxis, and rest of the work is done by the ladies. This is socially acceptable structure.
Okay. Okay, sir. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I'd like to thank you for the detailed presentation, answering all the questions in depth. We'll be ending this meeting now.
Thank you.
Thank you.